49.
Welcome. And we are back. Listen, man, it's the Free Gems podcast, man. Episode 49.
49.
Right? We did it right. 49. We did the math today. Shout out to Cinco, the mathematician. My boy got that down pat for us. Listen. I got Cinco to my left, man. It's Jit G's here.
You all day. Every week, every day.
Yeah, every week. You know, we staying consistent. We here. It's a Sunday right now. It's a week away from the Super Bowl. Which if you know either one of us, you know we football fiends. Football fanatics.
What?
I say Cinco more than me because I feel like it's more of a religion in his crib. I ain't gonna lie. You go to Cinco crib on a Sunday, it's oppie in there. Mom and sis is on the Giants vibe. Yeah. We all Steelers time.
Steelers gang, feel me? And my aunt Dolphins, feel me?
Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't know how I was doing. She a Dolphins fan. We gotta talk about that. What about Keisha? Keisha care?
She don't.
Shout out to Keisha. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out KJ for me.
Nah, but yeah, man. So I'm excited. The Pro Bowl is actually I think today too.
Today, yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, Pro Bowl is not it.
Yeah, they done turned the Pro Bowl like. If y'all don't know what the Pro Bowl is the All-Star football game, and if you don't know what that is, you probably don't even care about this topic right now. So just give us 1 minute. I just gotta explain something because this is way heavy on my conscience right now. Like they done turned the All-Star football game into a flag football game.
Yeah.
This shit done turned to intramurals.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
But
I understand
it had to be. They had to do it.
No. They should have been did this. I'm not going to lie. But am I a fan of it? Does that mean I'm going to watch it? Hell no. I don't care about how many yards you got. How do you record tackles? Flag snatches? And we're not doing this no more.
Yeah.
All Pro Bowl stats is out the window.
Nah, it is. Pro MVP, what? What is that?
Yeah. It's like...
7-on-7?
Yeah, it's literally going to be like, yo... I mean... Yeah, there's gonna be what 3 linemen probably. I just thought about it.
7-on-7.
Yeah, so I don't know, bro.
And the rules back in the day, even when they played the actual game, like, okay, you had to run a 4-3, meaning that you had to have 4 linemen and then 3 linebackers, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're a linebacker and you made the Pro Bowl for sacks, you can't even blitz. Only the down lineman can blitz.
Oh, yeah.
They used to have those rules.
Yeah.
So so you can't even shine at
but
what you're good for.
But it's okay, though, because at the end of the day,
I said, it's necessary because these are the top players.
Injury, also because of just injury. Even if they weren't a top player, it's like you're getting hurt for a game that
literally doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it's literally what's the video game term for it? Exhibition. Like it's an exhibition match. This shit don't matter. So I get it. I'm not about to tear my ACL.
And these are the top players in the sport. So like you feel me?
Of course, yeah. You gotta secure the money. So I get it. You know what I mean?
I totally get it. It's more like an accolades type of thing.
Yeah, but RIP and shout out to Sean Taylor though, because I'll never forget when Sean Taylor knocked out Brian Mormon. Let's respect Brian Mormon. My son ran like a 4.4.
That was like nigga ran a
4.4 Pro Bowl. He was the first punter I ever seen in Madden. That nigga was 89 speeds. Put some respect on my son Brian Mormon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Sean Taylor, R.I.P. knocked this nigga's head off.
At the Pro Bowl,
for no reason. You want to block somebody? Bet.
Nah, it was a fake.
Oh yeah, it was a
fake, and it was right by the sideline, bro. I'll never forget that.
Like that shit was foul.
But they can't have that anymore in the Pro Bowl.
Real quick though, so you know what I'm saying? All right, so Pro Bowl, we already understood that shit is washed. That shit is gentrified. I don't know what you want to call it, but that shit ain't there. It's soft now. It's cool.
It's not even in Hawaii no more. It's supposed to be in Hawaii every year. Now it's in Vegas.
No, they moved it around a bunch of times.
Nah, it should be.
They used to do it in Orlando too, though. I remember as a kid. Yeah, they definitely used to do a lot in Orlando. And I forget somewhere else too.
I feel like it was so like the draft. The draft used to be always in New York. Now they moving it around.
Yeah,
like, why they? Like,
but it's to create more of a buzz, and especially in these small cities, especially somewhere like Vegas that only has I think 600,000 people in it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, I don't know how many tourists there on a day.
Yeah, transit. It's always a transit.
Yeah, there's probably over 1 million people, including the tourists, of course. But regardless, you just want to bring that attention, bring that economy there. Yeah. That's a brand new team, technically. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders is from L.A. originally, then they moved to Oakland. Then they moved a bunch of them from Oakland or San Francisco. Like they've been moving around. So now they're at the Vegas. You know what I'm saying? It's a new market they want to bring in much.
And they got to get a quarterback with us.
Who, the Raiders?
Yeah, Derek Carr not gonna be back.
I don't know.
But speaking of Super Bowl, who you got?
I was just about to say we gotta put our Super Bowl predictions because we a week early. It's gonna come out on Wednesday, so from 4 days from now, it's basically Christmas to us.
Yeah.
All right. That was great fucking time.
That was great time. That was drum roll.
All right, drum roll. So we hit. I honestly, in light skinned Jesus, I trust.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
In
Patrick motherfucking Mahomes. Okay. It's Patty motherfucking Mahomes.
Okay.
It's lit. I'm telling you, bro. Patrick Mahomes, bro.
He's unbelievable.
No.
He's unbelievable.
Listen to me. He's LeBron of the NBA, where it's like, I mean, he's LeBron of the NFL, where it's like, yo, we've never seen that before.
No, you're right. Legit.
I swear, I watched football for almost 20 years now. There's been about 20 years now. There's been plenty times that I've seen people and people like, oh, Aaron Rodgers, oh, Peyton Manning, like they're cool. I see the stats and shit. But Patrick Mahomes, when you see that shit, you're like, that's not normal. This nigga's throwing jump passes. This nigga's throwing one pass to his other hand while chucking it this way. Like, bro, he's throwing no-look passes.
Legit.
Don't get me wrong, other people have done it before. Matthew Stafford is actually, they have a highlight reel. Matthew Stafford was like that.
Yeah, I seen that.
Shout out to Matt Stafford. But we're not talking about him. We're talking about light-skinned Jesus.
Mahomes.
My homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
The arm talent is impeccable.
It's not even unbelievable. Everything he does.
It's everything.
Bro, do you remember that play? Bro, one of the biggest highlights of the I think it was the Super Bowl versus when he lost to the Bucks. Or was it to the Bucks?
Yeah, it was to the Bucks. We got annihilated.
Bro, do you realize one of the biggest plays of that game was him not completing a pass?
Yes, it was dropped. I remember that. That was unbelievable.
Bro, this nigga was falling. Somehow, I shit you not, yo.
This
nigga is horizontal, perfectly horizontal to the ground. They had the special effects show you he was a straight line against the ground and threw this motherfucker, and only because the receiver never saw it coming did this nigga drop that pass.
But it was a perfect throw. Like,
I don't know, bro. This nigga be throwing the ball around niggas. I done seen him running this way, stop and do some shit like this, and the ball goes around the linebacker. I'm like, yo, bro.
He's deceptively quick, like deceptively. He be moving.
Shout out to light-skinned Jesus, Jalen Hurts. We rock with you, or I rock with you. But fuck all that.
Okay, all right. Me personally, I'm rooting for the Chiefs, but the Eagles are too stacked. Way too stacked.
No. If I had to put my money, I'm still putting my money on light-skinned Jesus, bro. I've seen him do too much, bro.
The Eagle, like in all levels, offense and defense.
Was it?
The Eagles team is absolutely crazy. Their roster is crazy. The only X factor is Mahomes. Like you take Mahomes out, like
that's how that goes.
If you look on paper, it's
not even close.
The Eagles in the trenches are offensively, defensively, linebackers hate like 100%. I just think they're too deep. I'm rooting for the Chiefs.
None of them is light-skinned Jesus.
That's true.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's true.
This motherfucking mulatto, fucking God's gift of a fucking human being. This nigga, yo, bro, he's been playing 6 years. You understand? If you don't play another down of football, God forbid, that nigga's a Hall of Famer, like first ballot Hall of Famer.
Listen.
Bro, in 6 years?
He's hosted 5 straight AFC Championship games, have been at Arrowhead.
That is the game before the Super Bowl. That's like the
conference championship.
Exactly. That's the conference championship. This nigga has been the number one seed every single season he started.
He's been in the league for 6 years. He's hosted 5 AFC Championship games.
And 1 year he didn't even play, so that don't even count.
Yeah.
He's been playing. We say he has a 6-year career. Yeah, he had 5.
Yeah. So
he didn't play his first year.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
So don't count that on his record. Like, oh, he's 5. No. He's only played 5 years. He's been in 5 AFC Championships. He's gone to 3 Super Bowls.
But it's funny because when he first came out, it's like, whoa, well, nobody has film on him. Nobody has tape on him. He can't do this forever.
He is Steph Curry
it's like, he got
LeBron.
it.
He's Steph Curry and LeBron at the same time.
He got it.
Where it's like, that's a different play style.
I made that comparison, him and Steph Curry, because they're both so very likable. Both had parents that played professionally. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Yeah.
They have a very comparative.
Similar situation. I mean, it just so happens they fucking brown-haired, light-skinned motherfuckers.
Yeah.
With light eyes.
You can't say anything wrong about them.
Yeah. Now, light-skinned niggas have officially made a comeback. Shout out to LeBron, Kobe, RP, Kobe, Jordan, all of them. I'm saying the bald-head niggas that was doing anything, DMX, Pac, you know what I'm saying? RP to them niggas. But light-skinned niggas have officially taken back over. I don't know what's going on. You got Klay Thompson dropping fucking 40 in a quarter. It's a lot going on. Light-skinned niggas have been wild in these last like 5-10 years. I ain't gonna lie. And it's official. You can say they came back.
You're not lying.
You can say they came back. Look at Jason Tatum. Like, they taking over the league again. You got Jason Tatum, motherfucking Devin Booker, motherfucking Steph, of course, Clay, of course. It's a lot. Trae Young, like, it's a lot.
Supposed to be Ben Simmons, but
yeah, we're not gonna talk about Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons in the mix a lot of shit. But anyway, all right.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah. But yeah, so football. my pick.
Yeah,
I'm picking the Eagles, but I want.
Your wallet says the Eagles, but your heart says the Chiefs.
Yes.
I respect that.
Yes.
Both of my shit say the Chiefs. You hear me? Because when my heart say something, my pocket gonna listen. Rather it be a good decision or a bad decision, it was the right decision.
I'm just being realistic. That Eagles team is crazy.
Nah, yeah, that Eagles team
is crazy, bro.
But it's like Mahomes could put up 40 on anybody, bro, without a problem.
They had 4 people on the defensive line have 10 sacks.
What?
The Eagles had 4 people.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
Yes.
It's only 4 niggas on the defensive line.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
Now they were 4. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had 4. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
All right, that's a little crazy. That's fucking crazy. You just fucked me up.
Yeah, and Hassan Reddick had 16. He was their lead sacker. And then Hargraves had like 10. And then they had Brandon Graham had like 10. And then Fletcher Cox had like 11.
Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham are still there.
That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck? And they got Ndamukong Suh.
And they got
he's the fifth string.
And they got the Georgia nose from last year, first round pick, Jordan Davis. That's what I'm saying. They're literally like 6-7 deep that they rotate.
God,
that's what I'm saying.
They don't get tired.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, listen, I'm going realistically. I want the Chiefs to win, but
listen, we gonna see what's going on Sunday. We gonna catch up with y'all on
yeah.
We'll talk about that on the next episode.
Absolutely,
I'm gonna be in here celebrating regardless. I just love football. Honestly, I'm always rock with the Steelers.
Absolutely, all day.
Just because it's been engraved in my head since day one. But
me.
It's at the end of the day, it's like, man, I just like to see the competitiveness. I like to see highlights. I like to see the what's going on. I love the story unfold. So it's like I'm gonna just watch. I'm gonna be excited either way. And because I do love Jalen Hurts, I'm not gonna lie. I love his story.
Oh, Jalen Hurts. Listen, one thing about Jalen Hurts, I am a huge Jalen Hurts fan.
Word.
Since college. You have to realize. I mean, you probably know, but the people that don't understand, he was the quarterback for Alabama, number one team in the nation. Undefeated season. Look, think about this. Picture this. Undefeated season. You're in the national championship game. He's your quarterback. And they bench him in the national championship game.
Yep.
For Tua Tagovailoa.
Like 2.5 quarters in.
Yeah, legit. In the middle of the national championship game.
He was fucking up for literally the only time he's ever fucked up.
Yeah, the whole season.
Yeah.
Undefeated, number one team in the nation in the national championship game. You get benched by your backup by the coach. And that just shows his true character, and he handled it like a pro. He
not only gets benched in the game, he never gets his job back.
I know. Tua comes in.
Here comes this Hawaiian 6'2" Hawaiian motherfucker. Lefty love. Shout out to my son Lefty. My son Tua goes fucking berserk that game. Ends up coming back, winning the national championship as a backup. Barely ever played during the season. Only played like shit minutes at the end of the game because Bama kills everybody by 40 plus. Quarter. So fast forward, Tua takes the job. Jalen Hurts takes the bench for the next season.
Yeah.
Has to sit there and look dumb. Ends up transferring, going to Oklahoma. And from Oklahoma, almost wins the Heisman. Comes in like second or third place for the Heisman, which is basically the most valuable player, the MVP trophy for college football. But it's actually looked at way more prestigious, to be honest with you. But ends up almost getting that, gets drafted to the Eagles, looked at as somebody who might not play for 2-3 years.
Exactly.
Steps in middle of his rookie year, and then 2 years later, boom, they're in the Super Bowl.
Listen. Before the season, there were questions: is Jalen Hurts the guy?
Right.
Is he a bridge quarterback? Is he a tweener? Are they looking?
He's
for
essentially a 6'2", 230-pound running back with an arm.
Yeah.
That boy big. That boy not regular.
He's not small.
He's not Lamar Jackson, Deshaun. No. This boy a running back. He built to last.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. But anyway.
But yeah, shout out Jalen Hurts. I'm saluting Jalen Hurts from me.
Let's switch off football because I just realized we went in. We were supposed to. I was trying to go like 5-10 minutes. That shit turned 20 minutes. But so you know what I'm saying. We got a little trip announcement to make, you know what I'm saying? Because for those who don't know, so I be travel vlogging here and there, but I'm just really about to start the little YouTube situation with specifically on travel vlogs. But recently, as in about 2-3 days ago, me and Senko just locked in an official trip, and we about to be out to fucking Peru.
Lima, baby.
Listen, we going to fucking Lima, Peru, and I am so fucking excited.
So what?
Nah. You don't
Peru?
understand.
Yeah, Peru.
Because I ain't gonna lie. At first I was telling you, we got to Colombia, But like my heart, I really don't want to go nowhere I already been before. Even though we was gonna go to a whole different part of Colombia. I've been in Medellin. We was gonna go to Cartagena, which
is by the beach, right?
Medellin is literally the valley in between some mountains. But I'm like, I don't want to go to the exact side. Like, I've been there before. Plus I want to collect bills and shot glasses and cool shit from everywhere I go.
Yep.
So I want to go somewhere different.
I got a whole bunch of bills from places I've been.
So yeah, I still got them in my back wallet as we speak. But so I went and I was doing my research, and the flights was getting more and more expensive by the hour going to Colombia. And then I'm like, yo, before we go to the fucking beach in Colombia, I'm like, let's do some weird, like some outlandish shit. And I realized like I really want to go see all the ancient ruins of different places. So I'm like, what's one of the biggest ancient ruins? They're like, oh, Peru, the Inca fucking the Inca Empire. The Inca Empire, right? The Inca Empire is it was literally the biggest empire in American soil between North and South America and in between. Like They were the biggest empire ever.
Yep.
And it's like highly like I feel like people don't go there. I feel like it's underrated. Like people don't realize how incredible it is to go over there. And the Incas aren't that old. Like their dynasty, they're really ended in like the mid 1500s.
No, it's really not.
So 600 years ago.
It's not even BC. It's like it's literally
way past BC. This is like it was like right before Columbus and them got to America.
Yeah, it was like, not that. It's not like ancient like.
Yeah, actually it was around the same time. Right around the same time, about 1492.
It's like 1200 or so around there. Like it's really not that long ago.
But and to think, like I was doing the research, like all right, so put this into perspective. New York City is the largest city in America, right? It holds 8 million people. Then you got California, the second largest. I believe it's around like 5.
Wait. You said
not California, Los Angeles.
Okay.
Pardon me.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, I know you know what I meant. But Los Angeles, California is about 4 point something, if I'm not mistaken, almost 5 million.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying.
Right.
Almost half of what New York has. Then you got Chicago's third. Chicago has a little under 3 million, right? Lima, Peru has 11 million people that live there. That's not including tourists.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, 11 fucking million.
11 million.
So think about it. And think about 11 million in a fucking city. And the beautiful thing about Peru is it's just a long ass spot. Like if you look at it in the map, it's fucking huge. It's just long as shit. It's like the whole damn near the whole west end of South America.
Wait,
like,
you might. It's like you might be thinking of Chile.
No.
You talk? Okay, I see what you're saying.
Peru.
Peru is like on the west coast. The west coast, but it kind of goes like in. Feel me? It's not.
Maybe I might be twisted, but regardless, either way, it's all fucking beaches and fucking beautiful beaches and mountains that go behind it, which actually that stopped a lot of the settlers of going further out east because they're like, we're not going to go past these mountains. Plus, they already got all these fucking Inca warriors. They out here wilding. They out here slaying shit. So we good.
It's a lot of history.
Wasn't worth
the
risk.
A lot of history in Peru. I'm definitely excited.
Nah, we gotta go see Machu Picchu. We gotta go see all that other cool shit that I can't remember the name of. Like they got so much fire, like different locations out there that I'm sure once we get there, there's gonna be 1,000,001 people.
I'm way overdue for a trip. I was like, yeah, I'm going.
When's the last time you been somewhere?
Outside
the country.
Outside the country.
Cause you be going around. You was in Seattle. You was What was you at before that? You be in Minnesota and shit. Like I'm convinced you want some Breaking Bad shit. You selling meth? Like we can have this conversation off camera. What's going on, bro?
That's an off camera
Seattle
conversation.
Seattle, my nigga. That's weird,
Portland,
bro.
In Portland.
Oregon.
Yeah,
you see, I hate that
Portland
for you.
and Washington.
You definitely on some shit. Listen,
it was
I swear to God, if I find out you running $1 million drug empire and you haven't let me in, I'm gonna really feel some type of way. Don't call you for no bail money. Don't call you for shit, nigga. Because I'm trying to be there with you, gang.
When's the last time I've been out the country?
Facts.
I went to DR.
That don't count. DR is like going to fucking Miami. Like shout out to DR, but I done been there literally like 20 times. Maybe
I've
more.
been to DR a lot, but you feel me? Shout out.
Yeah, I'm tripping. I definitely will.
Shout out Puerto Plata, feel me? Sosua, I'll be out there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll be out there.
I remember you and your pops was out there wild during the pandemic.
Bugging, dead ass. You think I'm joking?
Now you know why I got a little bit twisted is because you were right about the Peru and Chile. Chile is the longest strip, but you know what it is? Is that the Inca? I was looking at a lot of Inca empire maps,
and it stretches.
It goes down halfway through Chile, and when you look at the empire's rule. Yeah. So that's why I had me a little bit fucked up. But you're right.
Good.
Yeah, because they had part of Ecuador, part of Bolivia, part of Chile, and the Inca Empire.
But I looked up where Machu Picchu is. It's in the mountains. We're on the coast. It's in the mountains.
Oh yeah, I know. It's probably deep. It should be deep.
It's definitely deep.
That was their whole thing. Was we don't want to get a water because they realized all these settlers coming in from the water.
Yep.
So like, let's go hide in these mountains.
Yeah. So yeah, it's inland.
I'm about to fucking sneeze. God damn.
But no, and we got it. And we just booked the spot yesterday. We got a nice spot.
We booked it?
You ain't even see. You don't even be yo.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Honestly, I hate this nigga so much, bro. I hate him so much.
See, I'm gonna have to clip this because people don't be believing me, bro.
They
be thinking I'm really just don't be answering their texts. Listen, my mom hates me. Cinco hates me. I see this nigga every week, and I still forget the response sometimes. Like but I've been like this since a kid. Like it's been like this. Especially because I've always had a phone where it's been very interactive, where I'm doing shit. Like my phone's always been my business. And I mean, you can relate to that too, especially what you do. But like, you know how it gets.
I knew it was crazy when people hit me up. People over the years, people hit me up like, "Yo, can you hit us up for me?" I'm like, "Yo." First of all, I'm like, "Wait. First of all, do I look like his manager? I look like his assistant to you?"
Listen, I'm sorry this ever had to happen.
Second of all, he don't answer me. He don't even answer me. So why?
Yo, It's only funny because people are gonna have this on record, bro. Because people think people swear that I'm taking it's something personal.
And third of all,
my life be so fucking whelming.
Like out the random, like yo, I'm like, all right, like somebody I will never speak to, like okay, what do they want? Like they want yo,
very random.
Hey,
or maybe they know about your Portland, Oregon, and Seattle trips and shit, and they know you.
Only a few people know though. So if you know, you scared it's on a listen, need to know basis. But like, hey, what's up? Like, I really like. What do they want? I've been trying to get this tag. You hit an up for me. I'm like, yo.
That's fucked up.
What?
But on the vice versa, if somebody hit me up, was like, when somebody hits me up like, yo, could you hit up Kamal and like see if he can help me with this house? I'll be excited. Like, it's fucking lit. Come on, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's also not as common as I can imagine since we were kids.
Yo.
Niggas been hearing you since forever. A lot of people have dealt with that. My boy Fab, my son, well, Shaw, because he got 3 names, you know what I'm saying? But my son Shaw was just telling me the same shit. He like, yo, bro, I hate to have to send you this message, but my man said he been hearing you for months. Just respond to him for me one time so he knows I hit you.
It be men, women, all that. Like,
but shout out to everybody, man. It's been nothing but a blessing for real, man. That's one thing my mom told me from a young age.
It is definitely
like when that phone is ringing, just know that those is blessings.
You doing right.
Right. You're doing something right, and that's a blessing. Like, yo, that's business. You know how many people are out here starving? How many people are out here really begging, and not begging, but like really hurting to get clientele? And it's like to have an overwhelming influx of clientele in any business. It's like, yo, that's something you need to be super grateful for. And so I want to say,
you was hoping and wishing you would get to that point.
Exactly. Right. I asked for this.
Yes.
Black used to always tell me that. My son, shout out to Black. Black always used to tell me that. He like, yo, bro, you be stressed. This is like 2014, 2015. He would see me stressed. He'd see me annoyed. And he'd be like, yo, bro, you used to ask for this. Like, you used to tell us this in 2011, 2012. Like, yo, you can't wait till your phone booming and you can't do nothing but tat. Because I realized tatting is definitely like, it's more than just like work to me, 100%, and it's more than just a career. It's literally like a safe place. It's like like a safe haven where I could lock in and I tune out everything.
Yes,
bro.
That's what you need. Yes, like, that's great.
So many times people will be talking to me while I'm doing tests and they think I'm trying to be rude or something, and it's like I don't even hear you because I'm so zoned in, zoned out. I'm zoned in on your tat project, but sometimes I'll be thinking about so much other good and productive shit. Very rarely am I ever thinking about something negative while I'm working. And if I am,
that's your escape.
Exactly, that's my escape. And if at all something negative is in my brain while I'm working, it might be during the stencil. But when I pick up that tack gun and that needle hits skin, that shit be gone, bro. And it's so fucking weird to me because I've heard so many. Need that. That's such a cliche. People say that like, oh, when I rap and I get in the booth, it makes me feel. And I'm like, no, I get it. That shit is 100% real. And that's why a lot of people need to like go. A lot of people need to find like a hobby or something that really just makes them happy.
Yes, you need that.
Where it's more than just for monetary gain.
We're social beings at the end of the day. Life is short. Like if you need to find an outlet, whatever that is, outside of your career, and you have to realize like when you go around, you asking people. When someone asks you, "Oh, what do you do?" We're so programmed to talk about our career, what we do for work. Yeah, I'm. It's more than black and white. I do a lot of things in life. Yeah, it's not just my job. That's not my career. Doesn't define who I am as a person.
You know what's crazy? I just saw a quote in a magazine. I'm out here reading magazines on these flights and shit. I've been on so many fucking airplanes the last 3 weeks. And it said something you basically just said, where it said something like Denver. It was like a pamphlet to go to Denver. It was a great marketing scheme because this quote stood out to me. And in fact, you just repeated it. It was kind of crazy. Well, you repeated it, not verbatim, but you said, what they said was, welcome to Denver, where when people ask you what do you do, they're not asking you for your career. They want to know what you do. Like, what do you do in life? Like, what do you like fishing? Yeah. Do you like hiking? What do you
that's
do?
A flex.
I'm like, yo, that's some ill shit. Yeah, that's why everybody on Denver's on shrooms. It makes sense. They're open minded. Their synapses is clicking on a different level.
It's a very progressive city.
Yeah, in Colorado. Well, progressive on some like mental shit because there's a lot of conservatives in Colorado. We don't got to get into that.
Well, I'm talking about Denver in general. I'm talking about Denver.
Oh yeah, Denver. You're right. Specifically Denver. Yeah.
There's conservatives everywhere, but you know, Denver is very, very progressive. But yeah, it's like, oh, what do you do? I mean, I do a lot of different things. But what do you want to know? Like,
damn,
somebody
has to know what I do. My 100%. My response is gonna be what I do for a job.
That's what everyone does. That's what everyone does. But we need to disassociate ourselves as a person from our career. What we do for work, what we do to make a living. Because at the end of the day, we don't live to work. We live to live. You know, you work because you need to live. In order to live, you need to work.
Damn.
You know,
you need to write a book or something, nigga. Damn.
No, seriously, like,
that was wild, nigga.
But it's facts. You work in order to get the money you need so you can live and do what you want to do what your passions are. And that should really what should be defining you. That should be what the battery in your back is to do what you have to do during your career in order to do what you want to do.
Yeah, 100%. I always say like what I do for monetary gain is really just a stepping ladder, a propeller to get me to what I really want to do in life. You know, what I really want to focus on. And that's shit like this is what I really want to do.
Me too. Like this is I love this. This is one of my outlets. I love it. Yo, literally. So I posted a clip yesterday. Promoting the episode that's dropping today. Mm-hmm. And, someone asked me, how'd you get into it? How do you like it? I'm like, I like it. This is my outlet. This is where, I get to come in and express myself. And, a lot of ideas that I have in my head, I get to, put it out to the public, and a lot of stuff and a lot of knowledge that I've acquired over the years. I get to put it out to the public, and I like this. I like having this.
Because like what you're saying too is like how often do you get to just speak to the camera and keep it on record? This is something like that's what I really like is the idea of now of like just this is why I like to record so much, like when I'm on my stories so much, because these are all memories, and the way the internet works, this shit is gonna be out forever. Like you know what I'm saying? If God forbid anything was to ever happen, you could look back and see my thought process. You can come back and you can see something the way I felt about certain things and where my mind was at. You know what I'm saying? Because pictures don't tell enough of the story. They tell a million stories, but they might not be telling the right one the way a video and some audio can.
Yes, So a picture is worth 1,000 words because it's up for interpretation.
Exactly.
But a video is, a picture's up to your mental to where you want to take whatever the picture represents. 100%. But you saying that and recording and taking videos and pictures. I regret growing up not taking more pictures and more videos.
I swear, bro.
I say that all the time.
I swear,
I say that all the time. I wish I had carried a camera with me all the time. No, legit. Like,
that ass. I do too.
I cherish those moments.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, childhood was fucking lit.
Legit.
Childhood, I ain't gonna lie, was fucking lit. If I would have been able to record, granted, I probably would have been in jail for some of the shit I would have recorded. For sure. We would have did so much dumb shit. Like I remember when we used to just break into shit for no reason, like just for fun.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This was over 7 years ago. We can admit this nigga. We was like 10 years old. You don't know what I'm talking about?
Nah.
Okay. Listen, K-Single was a demon at Pathmark. Shout out to Pathmark and Burgerfield. Nigga face just, nigga, we remember.
Yo.
Listen, K-Single was a demon at Pathmark and at Foster Village Apartments with them bicycles. If your bicycle ever went missing from 2005 to about 2008, it was this motherfucker probably. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that shit was stomping grounds for anybody that like to steal bikes.
That was definitely an error.
Shit, I'll never forget when motherfuckers broke into this charter school over on what we call the White Side, by Cedar Lane. I'm not sure if he was there, but I do remember.
I don't think I was there.
Yeah, I don't think he was there. It was right by Susie's crib. Do you remember? Yeah,
I remember.
We broke in it. It was like me, Isaiah, fucking, and this kid Peter Rodan back in the day. I don't know. Not Peter Rodan. There was two Peters. Rodan. I was about to say yes. You remember this nigga? Shout out to Peter Rodan. My son was doing his boxing and shit. I wish I remember the exact name of his Instagram because he be going crazy with the boxing.
Peter Sebastian. I remember him.
Peter Sebastian. This nigga didn't take showers. But I hope you don't watch this.
You're not lying.
Yeah, that nigga never took showers. What I do remember is, I shit you not, bro. We broke into this motherfucking charter school. We just started running wild in that shit. Me and Isaiah, a couple other niggas. It was like 5 of us. I don't remember the other niggas' names. It was one nigga, I can't remember his name, but he had a fucked up lip. Like his shit was busted. And he had like a little tooth hanging. But that was my son though. I can't remember his name. But we broke in that motherfucker. We just started drinking milks and shit for no reason, taking snacks. This nigga Pierce Dash and go and steal 3 laptops. This nigga go and drag it. We in like 7th grade. That's the first thing I ever heard get locked up and had to go to jail. I'm like, this nigga went to jail for like a month for that shit. Or something like a week. I don't remember. But
I remember that story. I remember
this nigga went to jail. And right around that time period was when we used to go through. Remember we used to just love blowing shit up
for no reason.
Like blowing up axe cans and shit. Like we used to just make bombs in the park and had a fire department come.
But in hindsight, that would have been cool to record. I ain't say we'll put it out, but feel me, like
that would have been amazing to record. That's my point.
Yo,
like all that fuckery.
There's so much stuff. I'm like, damn, yo, I wish I would have recorded.
And even high school and shit. Because I remember like I went through my phase in high school where like I was damn near alcoholic at like 14 to 16. You catch me outside, nigga, I'm drunk. Football game, drunk. Basketball game, I'm drunk as fuck, saying hi to niggas' parents. I'm out of pocket.
Drunk.
I'm talking about drunk as fuck. And I mean, I'm 14. I'm 105 pounds. Like, it don't take much to get me drunk. You feel me? And I remember, like, that was a crazy phase. And I used to remember all the shit I would get into. Like, I was a freshman, sophomore, going to all these senior parties, all the junior and senior parties, God. And the shit I was not invited to. I didn't know nobody there except for maybe one nigga. By my sophomore year, I got cool. Shout out to my son Marcus. My son Marcus, bro. And Neiman Marcus. I know you know Marcus.
Yo, I see him not too long ago.
Yo, bro, that nigga, I ain't gonna lie though. Shout out to him, cause for real, he was like an idol to me. Yeah, my son Fuego. Fuego was like an idol to me for like 2-3 years straight. Like, I really used to look up to my son. Like, yo, he's dumb fly. Like, my son used to really have all the shits, nigga. Prada's, Montclair's, Gucci, all this shit. And I remember when I went to prom my sophomore year, it was his senior year, but he had came from, because he was at PC. He was at high prom. And I remember me and him was the only nigga with designer shoes on at the prom. And we kind of just connected from there. We was kind of cool already before that. But after that, he was like, yo, you at the prom right now, nigga? You 15, like Gucci down, like, you feel me? Shit light. Mind you, I barely knew my prom date. Shout out to Tiffany and all that. She was a twin, but I used to be in love with her too. That's when I realized my life was coming into fruition. I'm like, yo, maybe I'm meant to be cool. Cause I swear to God, yo, I used to have the biggest crush on this girl, Tiffany. Tiffany and Brittany. Shout out to Tiffany and Brittany, the twins.
The twins.
Them two. I mean, they used to walk home. My son Josh O. They used to always walk home with that nigga. And I used to be like, damn, bro, he's so lit. My son got both them bitches with him. Feel me? I don't know if he was talking to him. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, no, he wasn't even thinking about it.
Long story short, 2 years later, manifest, boom. I'm at prom with this girl, and she asked me, and I was mad confused. Like, what? You want me to go?
We're not even cool like that.
I'm like, oh, it's lit. We had class together, though, but it was like, I didn't see that coming. Feel me? She never really gave me the vibes. Or maybe my radar wasn't there yet. You feel me? I wasn't reading energies properly.
But I just remember. He was young boy.
Man, where was I going with the whole me and Marcus? Oh, the reason why I was everywhere is because once I got cool with Marcus, it was up. He was like, yo, come to this party. Yo, come to that. I'm like, word? This is lit. But he knew I was coming with a bottle. I was coming with weed. I was coming with all that shit.
He wasn't coming up the head. You wasn't like, yo, I got $5.
Nah, I was out of pocket. I
got Dutch money.
Yeah, exactly. I was doing it all.
He wasn't the Dutch money.
And I was spending every single dime on my checks on clothes, nigga. What? I ain't gonna lie though. I learned how to save some money as a kid because of that shit though. For real, like my wanting to get expensive clothes was like, all right, well, I'm making $300 a week. Can't really buy shit with that, you know what I'm saying?
So you gotta save.
So I used to put away. I was making like $318. I used to tuck away $250. Keep $68 in my pocket and survive off weed money. You feel me? Little weed money, trapping little apes and shit, whatever.
Yeah, little pocket money.
I just remember this shit because I remember every 4 weeks I'd have $1,000. Now it's fucking lit. $1,000 used to feel like 100,000 to a nigga when you're 14.
Oh,
you feel
absolutely.
Me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I got $1,000. I'm on my way to the mall. I still have my little $200-300 in weed money in my pocket. Well, I thought I was Birdman, nigga. I was in that bitch going dumb. When I tell you, I used to take that bit, I would put $200 back in my Madden 04 case. Shout out to Michael Vick. I used to have the Madden 04 case with the little money in there. Money,
yeah.
Feel me? Put the little $200 in there. Keep that aside forever. Take the $800. Blow it. When I'm talking about blow it, nigga, I'm talking about, yo, where y'all at? Yeah, we about to buy a quarter. We about to smoke that shit tonight. Feel me? We was rolling 20 blunts and entourages, nigga, off that quarter. You feel me? Like that was just how I was loving life. I thought that was the coolest shit in the world.
And I have a lot of respect to you because you feel me. When you used to trap, you used to cop for yourself. Feel me? A lot of people don't do that. You used to take money from one pocket and put it in the other pocket. I swear to God, if you know, you know. My son really was there. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely had the regular money pocket and the trap money pocket. I used to literally be like, all right, I'm gonna smoke this dub. I used to take $20 out of this pocket. I'll give myself a $215 respectfully. I take $15 out of this pocket, put it into my left pocket. That was the first wire-to-wire transfer. I ain't gonna lie. I was already doing my transfers early before I had a bank account. That's crazy that you remember me that. Trapping for other people. Which is
facts.
Like,
me and my son Bass. I ain't gonna lie. Me and my son Bass. The first time I touched an ounce of weed was me and my son Bass. I was just helping him out. I remember he had to gas it to his mom's. Like, yo, we on a Six Flags. Can I borrow $50? Yo, Bass, you gonna hate me for this story. First of all, the nigga took the $50. Never went to Six Flags. Came to my crib. Bought an eighth. We made like 12 bags at this shit. I don't know how. I don't know what the fuck was going on. This isn't to promote selling drugs. We talking about weed. We ain't even a drug no more. Have fun. Anyway. So the nigga Bass takes the $50, buys the eighth. Somehow there was like the carnival at the Teaneck Armory. My mom crib was literally
right there,
like 20 yards away from the armory. So it was like
across the street.
Boom. We used to just be in and out that bitch going crazy trapping out the spot because the whole world would be at that armory shit. So I remember this nigga Bass by like I'm talking about I'm just chilling at the crib doing whatever the fuck I was doing. I don't remember because I was a sophomore. I wasn't even 10 yet. I just remember this nigga come to my crib. He's like, yo, bro, I sold all 11 bags, but I got $150. I'm like, they're $10 a piece. How the fuck you get $150? In comes my son Black. Black is the most devious nigga of all time.
Yo, he used to make that shit stretch.
Bro, I swear to God, I gave Black, I'll never forget, Black was in 8th grade. I gave this nigga a 30 sack of weed. This nigga came back with $120. I said, how? I said, my nigga, these is 3 dime bags. How did you come back back with a $120. He's like, bro, don't even worry about it. And they gave me like $90. He's like, I'll keep it 30. I'm like, what?
Yo, he dead used to.
That's why we've been locked up for like since before that, definitely.
He dead used to cheat.
Bro, Black was a fucking that nigga was a sorcerer for real.
Nah, he really was.
Not to say that this nigga. So base ends up telling that yo, I got 150. I'm like, how, bro? This nigga Black sold a dub to some girls, and they were like, yo, we don't know how to roll. Can you roll this for me? So what you think this nigga did? First of all, charged them like 40 for the dub. Nigga, they in the park about to roll up or whatever. This is when niggas just smoke outside. Nigga grabs the dirt and grass, breaks down 2 real Dutches, puts the dirt and grass in this bitch, and these niggas so divas, they sat there and smoked it with him. They sat there and smoked it with him, and then these bitches started talking like, oh, we high as hell. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, not sat there.
Mind you, I'm like 16. I could not stop laughing at this story. These niggas is like 14 at the time. I'm like, y'all niggas is really demons. Like, why would y'all do this? And they're like, yo, bro, they should have known what they was getting into. Like, don't go out there trying to buy drugs if you don't know what you're doing. And I'm like, this is a 14-year-old telling me this. I'm like, these niggas is grown. Like, I don't know what to tell these niggas. Like, what I'm gonna say to them? Like, yeah, you right. Fuck it. Like, that wasn't my problem. Like, you feel me? That was on them. But
that's
good times, man.
Good
times.
The memories. Is crazy.
Nah, we was just thinking about saving money and all that, man. I definitely advise people to have a similar mindset where it's like, yo, out of every check, just put something aside. Make sure you got your bills covered, because now we grown as fuck. Now you got bills. Yeah. Now you got, you know what I'm saying, responsibilities. You might need a haircut every month, every 2 weeks, every week, whatever it is. Take all those expenses out and just make sure you could put a viable amount in an envelope, in an account, whatever. Just please, like, you know what I'm saying? Build a strategy of how you're going to save some money, because for real, that shit goes a long way.
It goes such a long way.
Hell yeah.
Such a long way.
Even though AutoPay been whooping my ass for the last 5 years, like, if you're not at that point where you got all your bills on AutoPay, that's fine. Just get to that point. But first, learn how to save some money for real and how to budget yourself.
If you do have your bills on AutoPay, what you should do, I don't know if you do this, have them all hit at different days.
So I have to, because my shit be what?
Yeah.
What? I used to have rent and mortgage due the whole last year, same time. I'm like, this is not it.
This not nah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I use an app called Mint. Mint's a great app for managing money. Like, for categorizing all your everything, income, whatever you're spending.
Yeah.
And you really learn, like, oh, I'm really wilding this past month. You feel me? Mm-hmm. When you actually see it on paper. Because back in the day, shout out Dev, feel me? He put me on recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out to Devin.
Yeah, big shout out, because
we was in Jamaica wild in 2018. That shit was a movie. That shit was wild. That shit was a movie.
But like, you know you're wild, but it's different when you have it in front of you. You feel me?
100%.
I used to be on something where I used to actually act like it didn't happen. You feel me?
Oh, for sure.
I do that all the time. I act like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. I used to pretend like I didn't spend all this bread for no reason.
100%.
But now I track all my pay. Like, every time I have it all linked to everything. As soon as I Apple Pay something, notification, categorize it. Boom, business expense. BS. Like, dang, I spent so much money on BS this month.
And I know you. You literally have a category called BS. No, like, you. Nah, facts. So I got one called Rocket Money, but it used to be called, they just changed it too. But Rocket Money, it used to be, I actually shouted it out on here before. Not important. Go get Rocket Money or go get Mint. Go get Mint. Because Mint sound better to me.
Bro, it has all my investments, I connected to Robinhood with it.
Oh, you could do all that? That's fine.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, my shit has
all your debts. Like, it'll say what your net worth is.
Yo, and speaking of Robinhood, hold on, because I was in Mexico, came back, and shit. Listen, crypto and the whole market been going dumb. I don't know what's going on, but they smoking crack over there. That shit dancing. I ain't see no shit like that. Nigga, I literally blinked, came back home, and I was like, whoa.
That's how it was for me. That's all it was.
Shit went up, like I'm talking about, shit went up like 40%. Yeah, everything. Yeah. Stocks, crypto, which makes me nervous, but at the same time,
my EFTs hitting too, for me.
EFTs?
Yeah.
NFTs, EFTs. What's an EFT?
EFTs.
The fuck is an EFT? I know non-fungible token, NFT.
It's companies that invest in other companies. So it's like a holdings.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's like a holding. So, it's easy, it's a good way to diversify.
Yeah, diversify portfolio. That my nigga Chappelle show. You need to diversify your bonds, nigga. Wu-Tang Financial. If you ain't never watched Chappelle show, bro, please go watch Chappelle show. I advise. Or, matter of fact, go watch that Michael Shea show. That damn Michael Shea. Have you ever watched that? Go on. You got HBO? I'm gonna send you my shit. Don't worry, we're gonna scam some.
Yeah.
HBO. Oh, you already got it? Ah, you lit. Yo, HBO, that damn Michael Shea, you're gonna love that. You're gonna love that shit.
Right.
You're gonna love that shit.
Say no more.
It's a modern day Chappelle show. Marv, go watch that if you haven't. That shit is fire, bro. I don't know if you know who Michael Shea is, but he's a comedian. Yeah, he's on SNL. He's dope as fuck. He's been blowing up recently the last like 5-6 years.
I'm gonna go watch it.
You gotta watch it. And if you haven't watched his stand-up specials, watch both of them shits. Michael Shea Matters and I forgot what the second one is called. Hilarious.
No, I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna go watch it. You put me on.
Yeah, but trust me, I put you on. You're gonna love that shit.
So, with that being said, just make sure y'all managing what y'all need to manage as far as funds. Make sure you really find whatever your outlet is in life, because life is short. You want to make sure you're enjoying the moments. And I really hate the whole notion, the whole concept of grow up and you're an adult now and you can't do the stuff you love to do because you're a certain age.
Facts.
You know, as long as you're taking care of your priorities, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying it's not all roses and daisies. You know, you have to take care of your priorities. But at the end of the day, do what you love to do because you love to do it. Don't feel embarrassed because you love to do certain stuff and feel worried about being judged by others because you love to do something and you love to do that your whole life. Like, listen, if that's what you want to do, feel me. If you like to dress up and that's what you love to do, and that helps you get through, because at the end of the day, right now we're living in a world where the economy is down right now. A lot of people are down right now. Morale is down right now. Depression's up right now. If you love to do something and that's going to help you get through a tough time, then by all means, if you're taking care of business, by all means, do whatever you want to do as long as you're not hurting nobody. Feel me?
100%. I actually just started taking time out because I've made I've been making a very conscious effort to do exactly that. Do shit I like to do. That's the whole point of me going on vacation every month. That's the whole point of me trying to vlog, because I'm forcing myself to do the things that I've been telling myself I want to be known for, And I just started going to I went to 2 Teaneck High basketball games in the last 3 weeks just because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this tat right now. I'll do it at 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm going to the game. Fuck that. And shout out to my son Tyler Tejada. Listen, Teaneck High got this 6'7", 6'8" Dominican nigga. I don't know what kind of mango this nigga was eating. Salami, cheese. Yo, word to, bro. This nigga's like that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I mean, I watched them play against Bosco. Bosco had an ill team. They got Ron Harper's son. I don't know if you know Ron Harper.
I know
what I'm talking about. They got Ron Harper's son, some other motherfucker. Don't disrespect me. Listen, just know Don Bosco got a squad.
Of course.
They ended up smacking Teaneck. That's not the point. I went to the Teaneck versus Bergenfield game, and nigga, we had the niggas by 40 in the third quarter. And this nigga Tyler dropped 40 on his birthday. Respectfully.
Put him in the wood?
40.
Put him in the wood?
Put him in the wood. You talking about 8-minute quarters, 32 minutes. He dropped 40, and he didn't even play the whole game. He got out the last 4 minutes. What? Yeah. I'm talking about son was in between the leg, tomahawking on nigga. I'm like, oh, this nigga's catching alley-oops. Come here. Boom. And I watched him during the preseason. Me and Lego went to a preseason game versus Bayonne, and I felt like the athleticism wasn't all the way there. I felt like, because he's so young, you feel me? He's going into senior year, so he's 17, maybe 18 already. You could just tell, when you're 6'8", your body has to get used to getting that tall. Because normally,
a lot of people
you shoot
awkward.
up, you get 2-3 growth spurts. I mean, you normally get, I think, a 2 at most, but you get the 1 or 2 growth spurts that really gets your body off cue. And you got to gain your balance and gain your athleticism again. And boy, I don't know what happened in the last 3 months, but that boy got real athletic. Because that nigga, I ain't seen him doing all that in the preseason. He jumping off the, he caught at least a good 4 alley-oops. Between the leg, tomahawk, stupid. I can't wait to see his highlights. His hoop mixtape is going to be fucking insane. Shout out to Tyler Tejada, you know what I'm saying? Teaneck High School and all that.
But yeah, no, I'm glad you took out the time to do that.
Yeah, I felt like I needed to. I'm like, I want to do shit that I want to do.
Yeah, and I'm starting to do that more myself.
Yeah, that's why we go to Peru. It's a fucking
I'm starting to find myself. As far as a person and what do I want to do? What do I want to be? Because in life we find ourselves lost. Yeah, we find ourselves surviving.
You know what it is?
Doing stuff we want.
It's very easy. It's for some reason it's built in our brain. It's I want to say it's part of the culture, but it's around the world. It's not just us in America. Well, maybe it's just I don't fucking know. The point is, people feel like they need to know exactly who they are by like 21, 25. If you don't have a career choice, if you're not in the job that you're supposed to be, if you're not with the person you're supposed to be, we have this mindset and this ideology where it's like, oh, we're failing or we're doing something wrong. You're not doing shit wrong, bro.
You're
just
trying to put
living.
a time strength on it. Like,
you're just living. You're trying to figure this shit out.
And
like the rest of us.
And at the end of the day, okay, let's say you don't figure yourself out until later on that the time constraints is over with. At the end of the day, you had to do what you needed to do in order to get to that point.
Exactly.
So all of it was necessary.
Exactly.
You had to go through whatever you had to go through in order to be like, okay, boom, this is the switch. Oh, wow, this makes sense now. You wouldn't have known that 5 years, 10 years later if you didn't go through the stuff you went through.
That's why I love using a bunch of actors and different people as an example of people who completely switched careers, jumped into something in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and became a success in that. It's because, like, you never really know who you are, or sometimes you knew who you was this whole time and you just wasn't putting the effort to go be that.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why I'm with this travel vlog and shit, where I'm like, yo, I need to take out the time, take out the effort, take out the funds, let's go do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no bullshit. I just came back from Mexico. We're going to Peru next week. Like, we're going there in less than 2 weeks. Like, you get what I'm saying? I was just in Charlotte all day yesterday. Like, we just can't stop moving. We can't stop going. So and
at the end of the day, people change as well. Just because you were that person before doesn't mean you're that person now.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, there's a lot of it's multifaceted. Like, life is not just black and white. Life has a lot of layers to it, and it's just about finding yourself and understanding who you truly are, because a lot of the times we put ourselves in a box and we don't actually know who we are, and that's when the depression sets in, and that's when the regret sets in. And
I ain't gonna lie, I be sitting around having conscious conversations with myself, like, fully aware. Like, I'm talking about, I'll sit there and be like, I'm gonna take 5 minutes to figure this shit out, and I'll be like, all right, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, let's figure out how we gonna do this, and I'll be saying this out loud. Nobody's around. I'm in my house by myself, and then I'll start writing down lists, and I'll be like, all right, let's do that. Let's put it in my notes. Like, all right, let's do this. But, like, sometimes what it takes, you got to be self-aware. If you're not self-aware, you can surprise yourself. If you're not self-aware, you can catch yourself off guard with some shit you might do that you didn't think you were capable of, or think that you were into it. And it's like, yo, that's fucking dangerous, because some people get into some dumb shit and don't realize that was done from the jump, and then that shit could turn into something real, real negative. Like, motherfuckers think they a gangster their whole life. When you knew this whole time, every time some gangster shit went down, you was nervous. Yeah. You was scared. Every time some shit came to the fan, you was nervous. So now what happens is, these niggas go and do a drill, you jump in the car, now they ended up actually shooting somebody's house up, don't kill nobody. Y'all got 4 attempted murder because there was 4 people in that crib. Now you about to do a 10 or 15 year sentence because, why? Because you wasn't being real with yourself. You knew you wasn't gangster from the jump. What did you jumping in the car for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just be you, and you would have been good at that situation. Now you surprise yourself, because now you in jail. And now you got to figure some shit out, and all of a sudden, boom, now you gangster. Now you wasn't who you was before. 2 years into your sentence, you done been beat up, you done beat niggas up, you done got stabbed, you done stabbed niggas, you a whole different person, and now you done surprised yourself. Now that innocent child done turned into somebody else. And that can go in so many different ways. It doesn't have to be no gangster shit.
No, it doesn't
You can
have
get
to.
into the wrong crowd, start doing drugs.
Yeah.
And knowing yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to know yourself and be conscious of who you are.
Or I can put another path where, where you start chasing the money, like, I can make a lot of money in this avenue, and then you're in this avenue, and it's like, wow, the honeymoon period end of me having all this money.
Yeah, this cubicle is cool, but
and now you look at your life, it's like this. I never wanted to do this,
right?
Like, at the end of the day, life is about happiness. Are you truly more happy with, even though you might be a success in your career, but it's something you never wanted to do, but you've been told your whole life that money equals success, that you've been chasing this whole time, and now you look at yourself in the mirror and it's like, wow, what have I been doing with my life?
That's what I say. You can surprise yourself. I got an example of something like that goes right into what you just said. There was this principal from some school in California, I believe it was in LA, but he went to Disney World. Is Disney World and Disneyland? I know one's in California. He went to the one in California.
Disneyland's in California.
Okay, so he went to Disneyland, and the dude committed suicide, jumped off the fucking tower. Like, jumped off some crazy tower, like, on some whole other shit. There's been a bunch of different reasons as to why they think he did it, but a lot of people say it's just an accumulation of shit. He had some bad allegations that his, like, wife put, or ex-wife put on him, and I don't know what that's about, not the point. But things got so overwhelming, and I can only imagine what you're going through, where it's like, yo, I'm a principal of a school, which is, like, as high as you pretty much can get before you get to, like, board director and shit like that, I think. And it's like he reached the pinnacle of his career, and he's at the top, and then for some reason he just says, this ain't enough. Or like Anthony Bourdain, the dude that used to do he used to do like travel food vlogging, not vlogging, but he actually was on TV. But Anthony Bourdain, like Dave Chappelle actually shined a light on the story, and he put a comedic tone to it. But it's kind of sad because it's like Anthony Bourdain had what he said was the best job in the world. Like you get to travel around the world and eat food with the most amazing people. You get to meet presidents and royalty and all this other shit. And he hung himself in a hotel in France. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what was going on?
Yeah.
Like, what? A lot of people would have died to have your job. Died to have that lifestyle, but maybe that's not what he really wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
And that's the thing. It's easy. It's so easy for people to judge on the outside looking in. Mm-hmm. So easy from an outside perspective. They only see that stuff. They only see what the person wants you to see. Right. They don't see what's actually going on, and that's why it's also important that I think that people need to be vulnerable with themselves and have somebody who you can be vulnerable to, an outlet you can be vulnerable to, whether that's a therapist, whether that's a best friend, where you can have real conversations and stuff doesn't just sit there and fester and build on top of years and years and years, and you come to a breaking point. Yep. When, at the end of the day, especially if you have loved ones around you, where you can get real vulnerable and nobody judges you for it, or you can go to therapy.
I was gonna say therapy. That's the best bet.
And you can go to a therapist and and spill it all out and find solutions that's gonna help you day in and day out, rather than holding that in and nobody actually truly knowing you. People think they know you, but are you actually letting people in enough to actually know you as a person, or you're just perceiving yourself to the world?
Yep.
So.
Yep. That shit is that's crazy that you say that, because it's like people find like a friend or somebody, a confidant to talk to, but it's like, yo, they've known you your whole life. That's why therapy is so crucial, because it's like you need to go to somebody who absolutely can't judge you, because they don't actually know you besides what you're telling them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The people you're talking to know you, have their own perception of you from the years of knowing you. So it's like, therapy, I think, is a real healthy practice. There's the reason why there's so many advocates of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brandon Marshall and all the other athletes that have been coming out talking about that shit, and all the other celebrities, because it's not just been athletes, but yeah, that shit is big. We've touched on that before plenty of times on here, like how it's important to like make sure you do get to speak to somebody and let that shit out, because you don't want the shit to boil up. Our brain is like a kettle, like a tea kettle for real. Like that shit it's only built to get to one point, and then you boom, you explode.
Yep.
And you can explode multiple times in your life. And sometimes it'll be more detrimental than others. So it's like you've probably already experienced that explosion, and you flashed out on a family member, might have spoken real nasty to a grandparent or somebody that don't deserve it, but you flash out because that shit happens. And it's like, you don't want it to get to that breaking point where it gets over the top, and you can't go back. You don't want to Kanye yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to Yeezy yourself and just go out the top and just start hollering random shit, because you don't know how else to explain or how else to get it out.
Yeah, no.
So it's important.
It's definitely real. It's definitely real, and and like I said, I'm at the point in my life where, listen, I don't like things happen like I don't really judge people, for the most part, as far as little things in and out is concerned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Like things happen, and and also looking at it from another perspective, if that's what you love to do, feel me? That if this was makes you happy in life, then I don't. By all means, like, who am I to say that that's wrong, or who am I to say that you shouldn't do that, or who am I to say that, oh wow, who am I to say to talk about somebody in a certain way, or say you look like a fool? Like, listen, bro, if you want to paint yourself blue and dance around, like, right. no, seriously, if that's that's what you really want to do with your life,
facts. I mean, there's people who fucking full costume.
That's what I'm saying.
Furries. That shit is weird.
That's what
but
I'm
shout
saying.
out to the furry community. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
Hey, listen, if you want to dress like Lilo and Stitch and fuck each other, that's cool. Go have fun. Dress like Lilo and Stitch. Pocahontas, do it all. The Tooth Fairy, I don't give a fuck.
No, but in all seriousness, if that's what makes them happy, then that's what makes them happy.
If that's gonna stop you from doing something that can hurt other people, then by all fucking means.
Or hurting yourself, or
hurting yourself, because you are people. Shit, you matter.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love Chance the Rapper for saying this one line, and that shit stuck with me because I was at a dark time in my life, and he said, "Everybody's somebody's everything," and I'm like, damn, that's deep. Everybody is somebody's everything. No matter how you look at it, you can look at it from both perspectives and feel that for yourself and feel that for somebody else. And you be like, this piece of shit, this motherfucker. Or you be like, man, I can't wait. Like, you'll wish bad on somebody. It's like, yo, that's, at the end of the day, that's somebody's brother, sister, mother, daughter, cousin. Like, to somebody, that's somebody's everything. You might think they're a piece of shit. They might have robbed you. They might have scammed you. You might be wishing death on them, jail on them. But like, yo, that person that person matters to a lot of people, and some people really like it really got to understand it for themselves, man. Like, you matter, like you are somebody's everything. Like, somebody won't be able to live the same without you.
Yes,
and that's 100% fact. I don't care how much you think you're meaningless, however you feel like, oh, I'm not worth nothing to nobody. Like, you're crazy. Like, and not that's probably not the best way to put it. You're crazy.
No, but
I'm saying, like, no. You matter a fucking lot, dog. Like, and you just don't know it because you're clouded right now. Your brain isn't letting you see that. Your eyes ain't letting you see with clarity. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all fucking it's all blurred with the shit that you got going on in your mind that's boiling over.
It's all murky.
Yeah, man. I love when we get into these more in-depth topics, and you know, it's been a very, what's the word? Episode's been swaying here.
Yeah. So it's been.
I don't mind that though. I like that. I like that.
I absolutely like that too, because it's not black and white. Like,
ain't no script to this shit. Ain't no script to this shit. We just flowing. You know what I'm
saying? We most of our episodes you go up here and freestyle.
Oh, all of our episodes. Shit. You might be like, you're like, yo, but I want to talk about something, and I'll be like, what is it? But I'll tell you online. Yeah, I'll tell you on the air.
Yeah, like, or like you might say like, I got a topic I want to discuss, but we freestyling like.
Yeah, man. But listen, it's been episode 49. I'm excited. Episode 50. I actually just came to the realization we spent 20 minutes talking about how we're not going to be able to. We're gonna talk to these people after the Super Bowl. But that's a lie. Next episode will be 4 hours before the Super Bowl. That was dumb. But we're gonna talk
4 hours before.
Because think about it, Super Bowl starts at like 6 p.m. on a Sunday. Next Sunday, we're gonna be recording.
Yeah, that's
at
true.
12.
You're right.
We're gonna be 6 hours ahead.
You're right.
Well, 5 hours ahead by the time we end recording.
So we're not. Yeah, by the time we record, the Super Bowl's not gonna be over yet.
Either way, though, it's still Patty Mahomes gang, Chiefs gang. Y'all know what the fuck is going on.
Let's go.
Shout
Chiefs.
out to Big Red, Andy Reid, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, word too. Shout out to Big Red.
Shout out my boy Pacheco, Philly Jersey.
Oh yeah. Oh wait.
My boy Pop. Shout out Pop.
Listen. Shout out to Isaiah fucking Pacheco. I seen son last year I seen him on the Rutgers. I seen him on the fucking Rutgers roster, and I said Pacheco. I said I know where that's from. That's home, nigga. That's Dominican as it gets. I see son face, light skinned nigga, dreadlocks like yours. I'm like, oh yeah. That's one of us for sure, nigga. Come on now. He ends up on a Chiefs 7th round pick. He's in the Super Bowl. He's not even supposed to be there. Son like 5'9", 200 pounds. He little as hell, bro. Straight out of Jersey. Shout out to Buckers. Shout out Isaiah Pacheco. Shout out to the Chiefs. Listen, Patty Mahomes, bring that shit home, baby. We here. Shout out to Cinco Man. It's G's. Shout out to Marv, Bravery Studios.
Absolutely. We always here.
Free Gems Podcast, man.
Next episode Wednesday dropping at 5 really p.m. Thank you for sticking with us this long. And all the new supporters, we still love y'all.
Still love y'all.
And all the haters, we love y'all too. Bye.
Appreciate that.